I might as well have said, I want to be a princess. The audacity. Who the heck did I think I was? This little Mexican girl who had never acted in her life, to think that I, of all people, could make it in Hollywood. There was zero evidence I could. Back when I was a kid, there weren't many proud, educated, normal, hardworking Latino families on TV or in the movies to help point me in the right direction. There were no Latino Cosbys, no Cosby's. My favorite actress growing up was Sandra Bullock. She had darker features and long brown hair like me. She didn't really look like a white girl, so in my mind, that was close enough for me to adopt her as my representation. After Speed came out on VHS, I watched it every day for months. I idolized her. Or as the kids say today, I stand her so hard. That's still a thing, right? People still say that? Anyway, Sandy, if I may call her that, was beautiful and funny and charming. She could shoot somebody and make them laugh. When Miss Congeniality came out, that was it. I was like, oh my God, that's me. I want to do this. I can do this. I am so good at being congenial. On one hand, it seemed impossible and silly. On the other hand, I had this nagging feeling that wouldn't go away. I'd get mad at the movies because I wasn't in them. I was obsessed with anyone who looked like me who made it in Hollywood, especially the cholas from any movie or TV show about gangs. To some people, the movie Training Day was a film that showed corruption and violence. But to me, it was my dream come true. I remember watching Blood In, Blood Out, and like most cholas/aspiring cholas, I swooned over Benjamin Bratt's dreamy Paco. That was his character's name, get your mind out of the gutter. But I was more focused on all the chola extras in the background. I was all, Vatos Locos forever, Holmes. But I was also like, I could stand by that car. I knew if somebody taught me how to get in a movie, I could do that. I just didn't know how to do it or where the car was parked to even stand near it. So I tucked the dream away in my heart. I didn't try out for school plays, and I didn't realize I could sing until I got older. My sister Veronica sang the national anthem at local events, but I was way too shy for any of that stuff when I was younger. I was introverted, and I was a homebody. So much so, I got special permission to run home from school during the lunch break. It was my ideal scenario. My grandma would make me soup, and then we'd watch her Mexican game shows. They talked so fast in Spanish, and a bunch of beautiful girls would dance all over the place. My mom signed me up for all kinds of activities, like tap and acrobatics, but I didn't last long. She put me in Taekwondo, and I never got past the white belt that came with the uniform. Follow-through was not my strongest trait. The only activity that ever stuck was cheerleading, and even that was a shaky start. When I was 8, I joined the Santa Clara Lions, a local Pop Warner organization. My sister Veronica, who's 3 years older than me, practiced across the field with her team while I would practice with my team comprised of younger kids. The cheer we had to learn was super simple. It was like step clap to the left, step clap to the right, keep your arms stiff in a box, and then step clap some more. Well, I couldn't step clap. The stiffness, I nailed that though. I was totally offbeat and had the coordination of a baby giraffe approximately 1 second after birth. I felt so dumb. I looked across the field and I saw my sister watching me with such disgust. I vividly remember disappointing her because I couldn't get it right. But don't worry, later on, she ends up becoming my biggest cheerleader in life. Somehow, I made the squad. Everyone did. That's part of the sign-up fee. And I became a Thundercat. In my first year of cheerleading, I was so shy and embarrassed. I stared at the ground the whole time and I never smiled. By my second year, I broke out of my shell big time and became like the Gabby Butler of the Santa Clara Lions organization, without the blue eyes and zit cream endorsements, although I could have used some of the cream. I worked hard and became the flyer, the girl at the top of the pyramid. I went from hiding in the background to step clapping my way front and center. I loved the competitiveness of cheerleading. I loved the ritual and pride of putting on our red, black, and white uniforms. Though back in the day, somebody, probably the same guy who would later invent the thong, decided that cheerleading tops should be itchy sweaters. I don't recommend doing athletic activities